What?
Sorry, we don't tend to get a lot of visitors in here, certainly not as beautiful as you.
I'm sorry, does that line really work?
But you'd be surprised.
Netflix's hit drama Virgin River Season 7 has only just arrived, but fans are already looking ahead because there's already some interesting news about what's coming next. Season 8 is officially on the way, and while it will move forward without two familiar faces, there's still plenty to be excited about. The series has always found a way to refresh itself without losing what makes it special, so this latest change feels more like the beginning of a new chapter than the end of an old one. Even though saying goodbye to characters is never easy, Virgin River has built a reputation for introducing fresh stories while keeping its emotional heart completely intact. Season 7 continues to follow Mel and Jack as they settle into married life, and it's a huge milestone for both of them because they're not only adjusting to being husband and wife, but they're also thinking seriously about becoming parents. Their journey takes an emotional turn when an expectant mother reaches out and asks if they would consider adopting her baby. That possibility opens up a whole new future for the couple, so the season explores what family really means and how they're preparing for everything that could be waiting for them. It's another reminder that Virgin River has always been about hope, second chances, and finding happiness even after difficult moments. At the same time, there's a whole bunch of other stories unfolding around the town. Lizzie and Denny are getting ready to welcome their own baby into the world, and that brings both excitement and nervousness because becoming parents is a life-changing experience. Meanwhile, Muriel is facing one of the toughest battles of her life as she goes through cancer treatment. Her storyline adds another emotional layer to the season, although it also highlights the strength and support that makes the community of Virgin River feel so special. Whenever someone faces a challenge, the people around them step up, and that sense of togetherness continues to be one of the show's biggest strengths. But one of the biggest unanswered questions carried over from Season 6 involved Charmaine. Her disappearance became one of the season's central mysteries, so fans were eager to finally learn what happened. Netflix even released an early clip showing that Charmaine might somehow be connected to Calvin's death, immediately raising even more questions. Instead of giving away all the answers right away, the show slowly builds the investigation, keeping viewers guessing as every new clue changes the picture. That mystery becomes one of the driving forces throughout the season because everyone wants to know exactly what happened and who is really responsible. Detective Mike Valenzuela takes the lead during the investigation, working to uncover the truth behind the latest criminal case affecting the town. His role becomes much more important this season because he's right at the center of the mystery, and his investigation naturally brings him closer to Charmaine's situation. The case creates plenty of tension, although it also gives Mike opportunities to show another side of his character. As always, Virgin River balances emotional relationships with suspense, so the mystery never overshadows the personal stories that fans have grown attached to over the years. However, despite playing major roles in Season 7, both Marco Grazzini, who plays Mike, and Lauren Hammersley, who plays Charmaine, are reportedly stepping away for Season 8. That news surprised plenty of fans because both characters have been important parts of the series for quite some time. But it also makes sense within the story itself. After everything Charmaine goes through, taking some time away from Virgin River feels like a believable next step because she has experienced years of emotional turmoil and needs a chance to move forward away from all those painful memories. Mike's story also reaches a natural stopping point. Throughout Season 7, his relationship with Bree continues to face challenges, even though the two spend plenty of time working together while searching for Charmaine. They clearly care about each other, but sometimes feelings become complicated, and their romance slowly loses momentum. At the same time, Bree continues finding herself drawn back toward Brady, proving that emotions are rarely simple in Virgin River. The love triangle never feels forced because each character has grown so much over the years, making every decision feel earned rather than rushed. Brady himself also ends the season facing a major cliffhanger, so even though Mike is stepping back, there are still lots of exciting stories ready to continue. Brady has become one of the show's most interesting characters because he's constantly trying to move beyond his past while proving that people really can change. That struggle has made him a fan favorite, and Season 8 looks ready to build even further on everything that has been happening around him. Although Mike and Charmaine won't appear in Season 8, fans shouldn't think this means their stories are over forever. Showrunner Patrick Sean Smith has already made it clear that the door remains open for both characters to return in future seasons, if the timing feels right. That's an encouraging update, because it means these exits aren't necessarily permanent. Television shows that run for many years often rotate characters in and out depending on where the story naturally goes, so leaving that possibility open gives the writers flexibility while also giving fans something to look forward to. Netflix officially renewed Virgin River for an 8th season consisting of 10 episodes back in July 2025, showing just how much confidence the streaming service still has in the series. Reaching 8 seasons is already an impressive achievement because very few streaming dramas manage to maintain such a loyal audience for so long. The continued renewal shows that viewers are still deeply invested in the lives of these characters, and it proves that there are still plenty of stories left to tell. The good news is that the core cast is expected to return for Season 8, so the heart of the series remains completely intact. Alexandra Breckenridge is expected back as Mel, alongside Martin Henderson as Jack, while Benjamin Hollingsworth should continue Brady's story. Zibby Allen is also expected to return as Bree, joined by Colin Lawrence as Preacher, Tim Matheson as Doc, Annette O'Toole as Hope, Sarah Dugdale as Lizzie, and several other familiar faces. So many longtime cast members are staying, so fans can expect the same comforting atmosphere that has defined Virgin River from the very beginning. Patrick Sean Smith also explained why these cast adjustments are happening. His focus is making sure the series continues feeling fresh for years to come, because every long-running drama eventually has to balance familiar characters with new directions. Rather than simply keeping everyone around without meaningful storylines, the creative team wants to make sure every major character still has enough material to remain interesting. That approach is actually encouraging because it means every storyline is being planned carefully instead of stretching things beyond their natural conclusion. When discussing Mike specifically, Smith explained that the detective has reached a satisfying point in his current story. Mike reconnects with Victoria, opening a brand new chapter in his personal life, so the writers felt it was a good place to pause his journey for now. Instead of forcing additional drama just to keep him on screen, they chose to give him a hopeful ending while leaving room for a bigger return later if a strong story presents itself. And that wraps up today's video. If you want to stay in the loop with all the latest movie and series news, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up, because I'll be bringing you more updates on upcoming movies before they even drop. So keep an eye out for that, along with the latest on your other favorite shows and movies. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.